we won't have to cry no more.
Welcome to the QueenDomNation Show. I'm your host, Lady M. Welcome to the Queendom with our lovely co-host.
Lovely, Mo.
How's it going, Mo?
That's good.
Good, awesome. We're in the Queendom today where we educate, enlighten, and we educate you, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we do. Well, we're also your direct source of information.
Yes.
News, fun, essence of beauty.
Yes.
All of that. So we would like to welcome you guys, but first thing we're going to talk about today is we're now in fall. It's cold outside.
Well, it's supposed to be cold.
Supposed to be cold, because we is in North Carolina and everything. So what's about this time of year is like your favorite thing this time of year?
The hoodies.
The hoodies? Oh, I like pajamas. And hot chocolate. So we also have Thanksgiving coming up. Tell me about what you plan to do for Thanksgiving. What's going on?
Thanksgiving, my family, we're just going to do like a big old family dinner. Everybody gather around eating.
That should be fun. Can I come to your house?
Yes.
You gonna have enough food for me?
Yeah.
All right.
We got 2 turkeys this year.
Sounds good. Well, lovely Mo has had an issue that she wants to talk about right quick before we get into our first segment with our first guest. And I'm going to let her tell you about what she wants to talk about with that. So I'm going to give it over to her. Tell us what you want to talk about.
So I noticed recently in the news, because I'm like, my major is political science, and I noticed that Congress hasn't met their deadline. And this meaning that HBCU's funds are being cut. And what does that mean for you? Mm-hmm. If you're an HBCU student watching this, y'all need to take action now, and y'all need to fight. Because if you don't, this is going to be like a whole problem. They're taking away funds for you, and it's only going to last for a year. Right. And with me, I'm majority black for HBCUs. And that makes me think, like, do y'all really care, Congress?
Right.
And if Congress doesn't care, then nobody else will. So as a student, y'all have to go out and fight. I even started a petition, and I even started a letter that we're going to have to push for people to go out there and fight. So
that's right.
Save our HBCUs.
That's right. So she's talking to everybody that's in the HBCU right now. What happened yesterday in the government was that they decided they didn't have any more government funds to support HBCUs. Mm-hmm. And so Mahogany's dream is to go to Spelman College, which is an HBCU. And so her goal is to bring awareness to the government not being able to provide funds for them to go to college, which is going to create a whole lot of other issues for individuals that are already in the HBCUs. So if you know Mahogany Coons and you can follow her on Facebook, please sign that petition if you really want to save the HBCUs. Right?
You're right.
Awesome sauce. Get us back on your phone. We're about to get back on her phone on live. Let's do it. Well, last week in the Queendom, we had a special guest.
Ashley.
That was phenomenal. The interview was great.
Yes.
We were liberated. We talked about the Why Trust Black Women exhibition. She talked about where she grew up and all the great things that she's doing in the city of Salisbury. But this week, we have another guest. This guest is super phenomenal, guys. She is 11 years old.
Smart.
A community activist. She's a mentor.
Yes.
She's a dancer. And she has her own nonprofit organization called A Bridge for Kids.
Young activist.
So she's phenomenal. She just received an award from the NAACP, among other awards, because she's received many accolades in this city. And we are excited to have her in the Queendom today. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to have Miss Brooklyn and her family on the set. Thank you.
We switched our detergent to one that's clean.
And if you make the switch, you'll see what we mean. Tide Pure Clean, because it's made with plants.
Tide Pure Clean, get stains out of his pants.
Tide Pure Clean, it has nothing to hide.
It's made with plants and has the cleaning strength of Tide.
The first plant-based detergent with the cleaning power of Tide.
All right, welcome back to the Queendom Nation. We are here in the Queendom with Mrs. Brooklyn.
Hi, everybody.
How are you today?
I am good.
Great. How do you feel being in the Queendom?
excited,
Yes.
nervous a little bit.
Yeah, and it's okay to be nervous, because I was nervous the first time that I was in this realm too. It's okay. But what we want to talk about with you is, first of all, what school do you go to?
I go to Knox Middle School.
Knox Middle School, and is that here in Salisbury, North Carolina?
Yes, it is.
All right. What grade are you in?
I'm in the 6th grade.
All right. And you have brothers, sisters?
I have one little sister,
What's your sister's name?
Brinley.
She is the cutest thing. Y'all have a lot of fun together.
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite subject in school, and why is that your favorite subject?
I like reading and, well, I guess a little bit of, social studies kind of go along with history too. But
It does.
I kind of like reading social studies.
All right. She got good stuff in school. So you have a nonprofit organization called A Bridge for Kids. Tell us the vision behind A Bridge for Kids.
Well, basically, I started A Bridge for Kids because of the death of my cousin, and it made me want to do something in the community so other people don't have to go through the same thing I went through.
And what did you go through with that?
Like, it just made me feel like I lost somebody that was super close to me. Like, she wasn't even like my cousin. She's more like my sister. Like, she was with me a lot, so it just...
All right. Do you want to tell what happened to her?
Yeah, I can. She was asleep with her grandmother, and she got shot 20 times.
And how old was this baby?
She was 7 years old.
7 years old. So in lieu of losing your friend, cousin, you were grieving behind that.
Yeah.
And so you had a vision called A Bridge for Kids.
Yes.
And behind that vision, you wanted to do some things so kids wouldn't have to experience what you went through.
Yep.
That is awesome. So how did you come up with the name A Bridge for Kids? Like, how did you get that concept?
Well, basically, so we were just like talking one day about the program. It was me and my grandma, and we were just talking about like texting kind of like back and forth different names. And at first, it was gonna be something about a future and something about the future.
You can talk, Grandma. It's okay.
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. It was so many.
But I was like, no. So then I was like, we need to bridge the gap between like police officers and people and
Fire department.
So we came up with A Bridge for Kids.
That is phenomenal. And you are tell these listeners how old you are again.
I am 11 years old.
11 years old, and she wanted to bridge the gap between the community and the police department at 11. That is phenomenal. So we have your mother and we have your grandmother here with us today.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Good. Welcome to the Queendom.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us your names.
Sharon Freeman Johnson. I'm Miss Johnson.
Yes, ma'am. And
Erica Witherspoon.
so you have an 11-year-old daughter, Miss Erica,
Yes.
that is so phenomenal with A Bridge for Kids and all the things that she does. Tell us, as a mom, how does that feel for you, knowing that your daughter is doing all this in the community?
It's very overwhelming. I'm super proud of her, and I'm just here to give her support. So when she comes with me with all these ideas at 11,
Right.
on her own,
That's right.
I make sure I execute them.
That's right. What would you encourage other mothers that have daughters like yours that want to get out in the community and do great things? How do you encourage these mothers to be that backbone and family support for their daughter like you are for Brooklyn?
Listen to them.
That's right.
Listen to them. That's my whole goal that I do with her. I listen to her and I let her tell me,
That's
right.
right.
how to do whatever she wants to do. I just support her basically. So if you have a child and she has just idea that you don't think is good,
Right.
make sure you support it.
That's
and
right.
that's how this came about. Just
That's
being very supportive of her.
And Brooklyn at 11 has a very old soul. And one thing I noticed is that Grandma is always in the picture.
Always.
So, Grandma, tell us some of the values that you instill in Brooklyn in order for her to be able to do what she does in the community.
I think first is giving your kids morals and stability. I think is the best thing you can do for your. See, a lot of the nowadays the grandmothers are 30, 25, 30. And, you know, we used to them grandmas in our days with
That's
the
right.
house dresses on. So, you know, you just need to keep morals in your family.
That's right. You have different mentors that work with your program. Tell us how you choose the mentors that you want to come into this program.
I choose people who like are doing good stuff in the community and who I think are inspiring me and who can inspire other kids.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We're going to go to commercial and come back. And when we come back, the lovely Mo will be interviewing you guys. Is that all right? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you.
iFly is where you experience the thrill of free fall without having to jump from a plane. iFly provides all the gear you need to fly, including flight suit, goggles, and helmet. After a brief training session, each flyer takes their turn in the wind tunnel, flying on a wall-to-wall cushion of air with help from a certified flight instructor. iFly instructors are the most highly trained instructors in the world and are right by your side as you learn to fly like a superhero. If you really want to get into the sport, iFly offers discounted flight time to return flyers. And the more you fly, the better you get, learning advanced maneuvers like flips, flying with friends, and even joining local competitive leagues. iFly Indoor Skydiving, delivering the dream of flight to everyone.
Welcome back to the Queendom. I'm here with Brooklyn, her mom, her grandma, Miss Johnson. So Brooklyn, tell us what inspires you to continue to work with Bridge for Kids?
I just want kids to have all the opportunities that I have, and I want them to be happy. That's what inspires me.
And that's great. Like, you really push that for kids to be happy. And we know, like, our little activist over here. Who supports you, Brooklyn, and your family?
My mom, my whole family. I can't be naming all of this. So my whole family supports me, and they are very supportive, and I love them so much.
That's a good thing to have that bond with your family and a good support team within your family. So how did you feel about losing your mentor, Latasha Wilkes?
It was sad, but like sometimes I still was thinking about like who was gonna talk at our banquet, and I kept saying like, oh, we need to have Miss Latasha, and I was like positive, cause like I can't do that. But it's like sad, but like we're just gonna do stuff to remember her.
Yeah, because I know Miss Wilkes is a mentor to me, and like Miss Wilkes, she was a good woman. She pushed a lot of young kids to do a lot. And so that just, for her to be that support to you, like, how did y'all feel about that, Ms. Johnson?
I think first with Brooklyn, she seen what Brooklyn had in her before we even saw it. You know, she gave Brooke her first platform to speak. Yeah. So she'll be forever embedded and grateful in us.
She'll always be a part of A Bridge for Kids.
Yes.
And when it comes to Brooklyn, like she always refers to something that Mr. Tasha would have said or would have done, and so I think she'll be very proud of Brooklyn right now.
As she should. Also, do you have any future events coming up?
So I have my banquet that I want to, well, it's coming. It's going to be Thursday, and we are also looking for volunteers to come to my program for the boys. And also we're trying to create a building for people to get like their hair done, nails done, a dance place, a barbershop, so more kids and adults will come because you can do stuff while your kid is in the Bridge for Kids. And also, when I like retire and stuff, I want to have like my logo. There's a broken bridge, and when I retire, I want to have the bridge fixed.
Wow.
What are y'all gonna do with her? Just let me know now.
Wow.
So how can people find you on social media?
She has her own Facebook page, A Bridge for Kids. If you want to send any donations or help out, she has a Cash App. It's the money sign, A Bridge for Kids, with the number 4. And
every Monday and Wednesday, 5 o'clock in Hall's Gym. You're more than welcome to come out and see what the program is about and watch her in action.
And for Thursday, for her banquet, we need a lot of sponsors to help with food and any type of donations. We are doing this, like I said, we're a nonprofit, so we do everything on our own without the help of the community. So, like I said, if you would get in touch with us through the Facebook and Richer Kids, my number's on there, my mom's number's on there, and like I said, the Cash App, the money sign, a Bridge for Kids, and we would greatly appreciate it.
And we're asking everybody that do attend the banquet that they bring an unwrapped toy because you're
A Bridge for Kids is in a group with the toy drive. So if you would bring an unwrapped gift, that is also on the page of A Bridge for Kids, the different locations that you can drop off the toys to.
All right, Brooklyn. Well, you seem like you got some big dreams here, girl. And also a little activist in the making. So, Mom, Grandma, what y'all gonna do with her exactly?
What the community will do with her.
Seriously, though, you gotta think about it. I'm about to be leaving off to college soon, so we gonna need somebody. We gonna need somebody. And I really thank y'all for being here and raising such a wonderful child like her, because we need more people like her in this world.
Take a look at the 2019 XTS. The Cadillac XTS will have every kind of feature you can think of. It comes with a spacious high-tech cabin and packed with lots of safety features. It is a full-size luxury cruiser, a pleasant ride for any Caddy owner. This vehicle has less than 100 miles. Here are some of this vehicle's great options: traction control, power passenger seat, navigation system, leather-wrapped steering wheel, dual airbags, air conditioning, power steering, heated rear seats, alloy wheels, floor mats. Drive away with a great deal on this vehicle. Call or stop in today.
Hi, and welcome back to the Queendom. We are now in our segment of the show where we do our community highlight of the week. And this week, what we've been doing is we've been bringing on different people in the community that have different events going on for the holidays. And so our community highlight of the week this week, we have Miss Melissa Summers from the Thelma Smith Foundation South Branch here, along with Damien, to talk about what they have upcoming in the community. So I'm going to give you over to Miss Lovely Mo, and she's going to set the interview up to talk with these guys. Is that cool with you, Mo?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, this question is for you, Miss Summers. So tell us about your organization.
So our Thelma Smith Foundation South Branch is a nonprofit organization. We have been in North Carolina for the last 11 years. The meaning behind Thelma Smith is named after my great aunt. She did great works in New York, and we wanted to bring the programs that she instilled in New York down in North Carolina. So that is how we came here to Salisbury. We seen a need for more community support. We have a food pantry, a clothing pantry. We do Secret Santa, Thanksgiving Feed a Family. We have a mentoring program. We also do a free back to school event each year. So, we just want to show the community members some love, and that's what we believe in. And we also, believe in getting different organizations involved. And one of our good collaborative organizations is the Sigma chapter of Salisbury. So that's where Mr. Greatheart, he comes in. He's a wonderful gentleman.
All right.
All right, Mr. Greatheart, these questions are for you.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have any consistent partners?
Well, we work with the Thelma Smith Foundation every year when it comes to the Christmas time, and also as well as the Thanksgiving time for the holidays to help give back. We also help out with Esme Kaiser Fox with the local charter school as well.
Okay, that's looking good over there. What events does your organization have coming up, and how can people donate?
Well, right now we're actually building, so we're actually moving towards next year. In January, we'll actually turn. We're actually going to have a Founders Day celebration event coming up, and we're actually going to work on that. So right now, we're just working on that. We haven't worked out all the kinks at the moment, but we're coming forward for some ideas soon for that. So right now, it's really just more geared to the Thanksgiving drive and more for the Christmas drive to help out the community. So the Sigmas of Salisbury is really just helping out in the community for Thanksgiving and Christmas right now.
All right, Mr. Greatheart, can you tell the people about yourself?
Myself.
Himself.
So I work at Livingstone College. I'm a college professor. I'm also a second-year PhD student, Nova Southeastern. I love to help out the community, give back, and I love computers and technology. I love to travel. And I'm also a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Wow, this man is like really inclined, isn't he? He's got a lot of entities going on. And with you being in these different fraternities, besides the holidays, what other types of things do you guys do in the community?
Really just giving back and volunteering. So whether it be from, materials or going out to the shelter or helping out the homeless, things of that nature. One of our national events is called Sleep Out for the Homeless. We try to typically do it in January. The reason being because we want to mimic being homeless. So what we do is, we try to collect canned goods, clothes, socks, clothes of that nature, and we give it out. So for instance, most schools, what they typically try to do for collegiate chapters is they try to sleep out in an area for the students to help give back. And with that being said, people notice the students outside sleeping, whether it be in tents or not in tents, but cardboard boxes or things of that nature.
Yes,
so it just shows that they also give out ideas about, hey, this is how many people are homeless in this area, and this is how homelessness happens. So this is one of the major things we do as organizations to promote homelessness and things, how to help out the community by volunteering or doing service.
And if there are people in the community like myself or like Miss Melissa or like Miss Mahogany that would like to come and volunteer with the services that you guys offer, how can we do that?
Well, so we have an email address. It's called the Sigmas of Salisbury. So if you feel free and you want to volunteer, it's called the Sigmas of Salisbury at gmail.com. So just Sigmas of Salisbury. And, honestly, we're always volunteering. You can see us in the community doing multiple events. So if you see a guy wearing a blazer like me, or you see a guy wearing a blue lanyard that has Phi Beta Sigma on it, just contact them and ask them, for a little assistance. That's all.
Awesome. And Miss Melissa, we want to thank you for bringing Damien on the show today. Is there any other things that the Thelma Smith Foundation South Branch has coming up as well?
Well, like Mr. Greatheart mentioned, Thanksgiving and also Secret Santa, we're partnering together. We've adopted Essie Mae Kaiser Fox Charter School for Thanksgiving and also for Secret Santa, but we are going to open up a window for community members that are in need for Thanksgiving meals to be able to sign up and apply. So we will be giving the meals away November 26th, 2019 at the Sigma building that is located on Short Street in East Spencer. So if you are interested in a meal, you could just give us a call, 704-490-3505, or Thelma Smith South Branch at yahoo.com. You can send us an email. And for our Secret Santa program, we will be also joining in with Acts of Kindness, the Benfield Carolina Pickers, and numerous other organizations will be at the Rowan County Fairgrounds on December 21st, giving away the items there for Secret Santa. So if you want to apply, it's the same steps, 704-490-3505, or contact us through email, thelmasmithsouthbranch at yahoo.com.
Awesome. Well, great. Last week we had Jarrell's Joyful Giving. That's another entity you guys can give back to this time of year. And just let me know. We'll get you the information for that. We have Thelma Smith South Branch Foundation up in here today. We also have Les Linda Helping Hand Incorporated that are taking gifts, unwrapped gifts. We have Phi Beta Sigma. So these are a lot of different organizations that you can give back to during the holidays. Miss Mo, well, we're going to get ready to go into your lovely, encouraging word. But before we do that, we want to thank Mr. Damien, and we want to thank Miss Melissa Summers for coming on our show today and sharing what they have going on in the community. But I want you to be looking forward to these two coming back, because I will be bringing Mr. Damien back when we do our men's segment, so he can talk about some of the other things that they do in the fraternity. And also, I will be bringing Miss Melissa Summers back when we do our segment on when. That's something new we got coming for you guys, so be looking forward to that. So thank you guys for coming into Queendom today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
We appreciate you guys coming out, and we look forward to all the great things that you guys got going on. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll be back with Mo's Encouraging Word. Thank you.
We're back with Mo's Encouraging Word. We have a powerful potential in our youth, and we must have the courage to change old ideas and practices so that we may direct their power towards good ends. Mary McClapper.
That's right. Welcome back to the QueenDomNation. Y'all have to excuse us. We've been being silly, me and the lovely Mo and our guests on the show today. But we are back on the QueenDomNation, and we are doing our Woman of Influence in History. You just heard a lovely Mo's encouraging word by Mary McLeod Bethune, and so that's who we chose to be our wonderful Woman of Influence in History. Awesome. So with that being said, Mary McLeod Bethune was born July the 10th, 1875 in Maysville, South Carolina, and she died May 18th, 1955 in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm sorry, Mary McLeod Bethune was born to former slaves a decade after the Civil War. She was the 15th of 17 children. Yeah. Right, that's a lot of kids. That's a lot. She devoted her life to ensure the right education and freedom from discrimination for Black Americans. She was an educator, an organizer, a stateswoman, a philanthropist, a humanitarian, and political and a civil rights activist. She opened up the first African-American private school in Daytona Beach, Florida. And she co-founded the United Negro College Fund. And she is also known as the First Lady of the Struggle. I've never heard that. I was blown away when I realized that she was the First Lady of the Struggle. She also devoted her career to improving the lives of African Americans through education, political, economic growth, and empowerment through the school that she founded, which was Bethune-Cookman College. She was also a president of the National Council of Negro Women, while in the NAACP, and the director of Negro Affairs in the National Youth Administration. And she also worked on the campaign of Theodore Roosevelt. This was a phenomenal lady. If you don't know about Mary McLeod Bethune, please do your research. This lady was phenomenal. She opened so many doors through education to bridge those barriers so that us African Americans can have a standpoint in education. So thank you to Mary McLeod Bethune for everything that she did for us. But before we give you our social media live, Miss Summers is going to come back and let you know where the drop-off points are for their organizations, for their fundraisers. So, Miss Melissa?
So if anyone has donations for Thanksgiving, we will be needing turkeys, ham, stuffing, we'll be needing cranberry sauce, mixed vegetables, drinks. We are inviting you to donate ham as well. If you want to do this, you could drop it off at 1435 West Ridge Road. That is our foundation headquarters. Or you can either drop it off with the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
She got it right.
Or the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated here in Salisbury.
Good job.
We will be taking all donations. Monetary donations are welcomed as well. So you can get in contact with Mr. Damon Greatheart. And can you give the audience your email information?
So the email information for us is signalsofsalisbury@gmail.com.
And our Thelma Smith South Branch @yahoo.com.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to helping out where we can to help you guys with this fundraiser, all right?
All right.
Great. Thanks again for entering the Queendom. So you can find me, Lady M, at Manette Numi Smith on Facebook. That is MINNETTE NUME Smith on Facebook. I'm also DRJ Trinity Business Group, LLC. I'm also Team Up Tuesday. I'm Great Women and Men United Incorporated. And of course, we are the QueenDomNation Show on Facebook. Make sure you look us up. We will be airing the show tomorrow. And also, we are Studio 420 Productions on YouTube, where you can actually go on there and follow the show anytime. We already have our first 3 episodes already up there. We want to thank Miss Brooklyn for coming into the Queendom today, and we're going to let Miss Lovely Mo tell you how to find her on social media as well.
You can find me on Facebook at Mahogany Coops, Instagram Junie_is_the_love, and Twitter Junie_is_the_love, all together.
And the Queen is not here today, Queen C, but you can also find her at Christy Sloan on Facebook, Slayed by Sloan on Facebook. When you need your hair did, you better give her a call. If you need some flyers and some business cards and things like that for your business, give DRJ Trinity Business Group a call. We thank you for entering the Queendom. We look forward to seeing you next week. And we want to thank all of our listeners and everybody that tuned in. We just completed our first month of the QueenDomNation Show. So thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you keep watching us. We got some more great things coming for you, some more community influence, some more of Lovely Mo's encouraging word. We bringing Melissa Summers back on the set. We bringing Mr. Damien back on the set. Thank you guys. Have a great day.